Faith is the beginning, the gentle stirring of our wings. When we're encouraged by
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Canvas of Hope. This afternoon, I have an amazing guest speaker. I've known her on a number of levels, both professionally and as a friend, and she's just an amazing person. Debbie Hoffman is a heart-based follow-up expert, speaker, and founder of Power Up Your Follow-Up. She works closely with relationship-driven entrepreneurs, coaches, and network marketers who are letting potential clients slip through the cracks because they don't have a reliable follow-up plan in place. I think that this is so important, even more important now than ever, that as you're going out and about and meeting people and still continuing to network, that you have a plan in place. So her tools are super valuable and incredibly important for all of us. So thank you so much, Debbie, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Linda. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy that you're here too. I think we've been friends now for what, 13 or 14?
Really long time.
15 years or so, right? So it was great to have you here. Why don't you share with us a little bit about what inspired you to start your business and what motivates you to work with entrepreneurs?
Well, I worked on Wall Street for 20 years. I was really successful there, but there was a moment in time where I decided I just want to be home with my family and be more of a mom. So I quit and left this high six-figure income. People thought I was crazy, but I then started a wellness business. So I was working from home. During that time, the real estate market crashed in the Bay Area, and we lost everything. We lost our home. We filed bankruptcy, went through foreclosure, like the whole thing. It was devastating for us. I was super depressed. I was in a really deep hole for a very long time. And during that time, I went to an event where I was a vendor and I displayed these health and wellness products, and someone asked me to follow up with them, which I did for 14 months. And it's not easy to do that. But finally, she said yes, and she became a client, and I continued to follow up with her the way I always did. And one day she just left me a message and said, Debbie, you need to teach me your follow-up system. You're amazing at this. I suck at it. We need to talk. And one thing led to the next, and we got on the phone, and she said, no one follows up with me the way you do. You have a gift. You need to share this with people. And I thought, what is she talking about? Like, I had no idea I was doing something special. I had no idea that people were struggling with this. And I truly believe, Linda, that we all have this gift, this thing that we just do naturally, that we take for granted, right? Like our special sauce. And sometimes it takes somebody outside of us to point it out to us. So I started this business. I've been able to help hundreds and hundreds of people. And the thing that happened was I came very, very, very close to accepting a job back on Wall Street, which would have killed my spirit and my happiness. And fortunately, the universe said no. And I was devastated at the time, but now it's totally perfect that this all happened. So the reason I'm so passionate about what I do and teaching entrepreneurs follow-up is I never want people to have to make a decision between their money and making money and their happiness. And this is the missing piece of the puzzle for so many entrepreneurs. It's just not on people's radar screens. And people can have the best website and marketing materials and products and services, but if they're not following up, they're going to be the best kept secret. So that's why I do what I do.
Right. That's amazing, because you think about all the lost opportunities by not simply following up. But you followed up for 14 months straight, huh?
Yep.
And so you talk a little bit about the secret sauce. So how did you find, well, you figured out your secret sauce, but how can folks, figure out their own secret sauce and make sure that they're on their life plan? Because right now we're facing a devastating time with people looking at their lives. They might be reevaluating, am I in the right relationships? Am I living in the right place? Because as we're challenged, people might start to think about and question, am I doing truly what I love? So while we have a lot of entrepreneurs out there, we might have some people who are viewing, or people who are, figuring out, what do I want to really do? Or what's my secret sauce? So what can you say a little bit about helping to find that secret sauce so that they can use a great follow-up program?
there are two things that people can do. One is just to sit quietly and ask yourself, like, what am I passionate about? What do I love doing the most? What is that thing that when I'm doing it, I feel the most happy and the most fulfilled? And the other thing you can do, and I have my clients do this all the time, is ask people you know, your friends, your family, coworkers, if you have a job, or other people, if you're an entrepreneur, ask your colleagues, what do you admire about me the most? What do you think, what is it about me that you appreciate and enjoy the most? And you'll learn a lot from people when you ask that question.
Wonderful.
Because I would not be here doing what I'm doing now if it wasn't for this friend telling me that I was amazing at this. Because I did not wake up one day, Linda, and say, oh, I'm amazing at follow-up. I need to teach people this. People are struggling with this. It wasn't even on my radar screen. So I'm so grateful to her for taking a stand for me and encouraging me to start this business.
We all need friends like that friend that helped you to point out what your strength was. And really, I can vouch for your program is really, truly amazing. It's incredibly well put together. I've participated in your online programs, the Zoom sessions that I've participated in. You are a magician at leading a Zoom call with 50, 60 people on the call. How did you get so proficient?
Thank you. Practice.
It's wonderful. All right. Well, as you know, we have this book, The Canvas of Hope, that we pulled together. I shared a little bit about the initiatives, which are raising as a means for raising funds for blood cancer. The book and our event is called Canvas of Hope, and we've had 38 words, and children did the art, and you had chosen a word, and the word that you chose was faith. Can you share a little bit for us and the viewers on what faith means to you and what could be helpful and potentially helping people to stay engaged during big changes?
Well, when we went through the bankruptcy and foreclosure and I was in that really dark place, I knew deep down inside that there was a reason this was happening. And I kept asking God, please show me, let me know. Like, I knew that there was a reason. So I had faith throughout the whole thing, not right away, because for a while, to be honest, I was in a very victim type place, which wasn't a good place to be. And the more I was a victim, the deeper the hole I was in, like the hole just kept getting deeper and deeper. But finally, one day I just had this aha moment. It's like, okay, there's a reason for this. I know that this is going to turn out well. I got curious and I had faith, and I just said, God, just let me know. And it took a while for me to figure it out. But when this business started and I was sharing my story when I was being interviewed or when speaking, every single time someone came up to me and said, thank you for sharing your story. I'm in a similar place and you've given me hope. To keep going, that if you could rebuild, because I went from 0 to 6 figures in 14 months with a brand new business because I had a follow-up system in place and I had the faith because I'd been through it all. And so especially in these times, it's so difficult right now. I mean, people are losing their jobs, people are sick, people are dying. There's so much grief going on right now. And I'm just focusing on the good that's going to come from this, because the only thing we can do to stop what's happening is to stay home, right? That's all we can do right now, is stay home and stop the spread of this virus. But we can also work on what's going on internally. And for me, I'm really hopeful that the world is going to be a better place because of this. I think people are going to slow down. They're going to be less busy. They're going to do the things that are most important to them, being with friends and family, not working like maniacs and rushing all the time. And so just to have faith that there's some really amazing things that are going to come out of this. And if you're in a really, dark situation right now, just to know, we're all being tested right now, and we have a choice of how we're going to handle it. And so just to focus on what you want to create and what you want your life to look like, instead of being sucked into the panic and worry about what's not working. So to me, it's all about faith and then surrender and then trusting, really just surrender and trusting.
Beautiful. I love it. Those are some really wonderful things, because there's so much that can come out of this and the good that can come out of it. And if I could just show you the picture of the art that was done by little Emma, 11 years old.
Oh, so sweet.
Can you read that for everyone?
I Have Faith in All Good Things, written by Emma, who's 11 years old.
Wonderful. Yeah. So we have the wings to, fly and to soar even in the most challenging of all times. And when the book comes out, it's also an interactive piece. So the readers will be able to journal on the other side
That's
of the book.
beautiful.
I appreciate that. But you also shared so many other very inspiring words like hope and staying curious and trust, and really trusting the process, and it's truly staying positive during the most challenging of all times. So
And
I know you have a,
being a light for people, being a bright light, because so many people are in panic and worry. And I feel as leaders, we need to show up for people as that beacon of light to help them through this dark time. That's why I'm doing those online networking events, because I want to keep people together and keep people in an as positive and upbeat frame of mind as possible, because those endorphins kick in when you're in that high frame of mind. And when you're in that negative, panicky, worried place, it really affects your immune system, and it weakens it, and it makes you more susceptible to what's going on right now. So it's so important for us to just be really diligent with our thinking and how we're feeling.
wonderful. Well, you've always been such a leader and a shining light for so many, and it's wonderful to see your light shine so brightly in all the things that you're doing, in particular now with all the tools that you have, helping entrepreneurs to sharpen their and hone their skills so they can make the most out of the valuable time of developing those relationships. And now with a little extra time, maybe not being able to go out and network as much, is to get those systems in place now, so that way when we're back, hopefully we're back a little bit more sensitive to things. Maybe we're not as harried as a lifestyle we might have led in the past, but moving with intention and knowing, you have a system in place that will help to maximize that, and also cultivate those relationships right now. I mean,
Yes.
now it's not about selling, it's about how you can foster those relationships and
how you can help and support people. Now more than ever, follow-up is critical. People are really hurting. If you can reach out and be generous and help them and support them and see what you can do for them. And if they need what you have to offer, it's totally fine. I just had a new client sign up to work with me today one-on-one, because she knows that this is the missing piece for her, and she has more time because she usually goes out speaking in person. So now is the time to learn new skills, to get it all set up and implement it, so that you can, like you said, hit the ground running when things start freeing up and you can start moving and getting out more. But this is the time more than ever that follow-up is essential.
wonderful. And I know you're offering a free gift with this. If you can share with us what that free gift is and how our viewers can find you.
Awesome. So I put something very, very special together. I've never done this before. I've only had, so it's 3 scripts, 3 key scripts to power up your sales without being salesy. And up until this point, I only provided scripts and templates to my clients, but I wanted to be super generous, because these are scenarios that these scripts address scenarios that entrepreneurs deal with all the time. So one of them is, if you found a business card from someone you haven't talked to in months, like, what do you do? Do you throw it out, or do you call them? What do you say? And then when you meet somebody and you want to partner up with them, what do you say? And then if you do a discovery session or whatever your conversation is, where you're sharing what you do to find out and finding out the needs of someone who's leaned in and said they were interested, how do you follow up after that meeting if they weren't a yes on that call with you? And that's just what happened to me today. This woman needed time to implement some things, and she wanted to talk today. And this is, I think, 2 weeks later, and she was a yes. So how do you do all that? And so the link for that is www.powerupyourfollowup.com/free gift. One word, free gift. So are you going to have this on a page somewhere that people can access?
Yes, I will.
Great.
I'll have that
Awesome. Awesome.
with
So
along with your bio. Yes.
good. Awesome. Awesome. So it's powerupyourfollowup.com/free gift. So please, please opt in to receive that. And then every Friday, on Follow Up Friday, I send out a very short video with a tip, something that you can implement that week in your business. So it's very, very practical.
Very practical and amazingly good. I mean, everything that you put out,
Thank you.
you make everything look so effortless. I really admire what you're doing, admire what you put out into the world, and always showing up to be the leader that you are and the power up your follow-up. Yeah.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Debbie. And I hope you have a great afternoon. Debbie Hoffman with Power Up Your Follow-Up. Thank you
Thanks
so much.
so much for having me.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being here.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
A canvas made of hope.